Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Kai.
I'm Eric.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Gus. Before we dive in, I do want to let everyone know, for a limited time, you can get a year of First for $45, which is 35% off. So you watch this podcast, all of our podcasts, ad-free, a day early. So just go to roosterteeth.com/sign-up, use code FIRST45.
And it's a whole year. It's not like through the end of the year. It's a whole year.
$45
For 45.
What a deal. Also, there's a first only audio podcast feed as well that you could sign up for.
You get them all a day early.
So if you don't want to watch the podcast, you just want to listen to it a day early, you could do that too.
On whatever podcast platform you want.
Yep. It works, even on Spotify.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh my
It's really
God.
convenient.
Gus.
Oh my
Speaking of Spotify,
Gus.
Oh my God.
Gus.
we got a cat.
I'm really excited. I'm
so excited.
I'm so excited about what's happening.
I didn't even open chat. I got to see what chat's
Okay,
going to say.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've been a fan of this cat for a long time. Local Austin celebrity. A couple weeks ago, I turned Gus onto Choopy, the cat.
All about it. Choopy doesn't give a meow.
And now, we finally, through hell and high water, we've overcome it.
Yes.
And now
they
we
didn't want it to happen.
No.
We made it happen.
No. They said no, and we said yes. They looked up and screamed no, and we whispered yes. And now we have a real Austin celebrity. Ladies and gentlemen, Chupie the Chupacabra. Amazing. Oh, and Michelle. Hi. Look at this cat. Oh!
Look at the air view.
What a shot.
We got the drone shot right there.
Oh, what a shot.
So this is Choopy.
Michelle, thank you so much for bringing Choopy.
No problem.
I heard that this is Choopy's first public appearance.
It is.
Wow.
Oh.
This is very exciting.
How did we afford this?
This is what I'm saying. We have to launch new influencers.
Who had to give up an arm and a leg for this?
I like how you say we have to launch. Choopy has more Instagram followers.
Yeah, I got more. I was just looking
Than
at I was
Gus.
like, I went to go follow Choopy on Instagram. Like, Choopy's got more followers than me.
So I think Choopy's doing us a favor
Yeah, no
by
kidding.
being on
Really
our
elevating
show.
this platform.
Choopy doesn't give a meow.
Yes, at Choopy doesn't give me out on Instagram and on TikTok. Choopy is a TikTok star.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Choopy is apparently the most even-keeled cat I've ever met in
He's
my
so
entire
chill.
life.
I didn't realize that this many people worked in this stage at 5 p.m. on a Monday until everyone found out Choopy was here. There was a line of people through the broadcast area wanting to go pet Choopy and take a picture.
Michelle, tell us a little bit about Choopy. What is Choopy?
What is
So Choopy is a chupacabra,
Yeah.
but he's also a lycoid cat. So some people call them werewolf cats, but it's
my
basically
God.
a genetic mutation that happened in feral cat colonies a long time ago and has been proven to be a thing as of like the last 11 years.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have a single question for you.
Yeah.
What happens to Choopy when there's a full moon?
You don't want to know.
Oh my God. Now I have to know.
All the bread in your cabinets will be gone. All the bread at H-E-B will also be gone.
Speaking of,
Choopy?
Here's the thing.
He looks so mad, but he's so sweet.
He's so sweet.
Why does he look so mad at you? Oh, he closed his little eyes.
he said no pictures, please.
So here's the thing about Choopy, and we don't have to give him a ton of tortillas. I know it's not great, but I know that Choopy loves bread. This is a thing with Choopy. Hey, Barbara.
Yes, sir.
Right after you get that picture, can you pass the tortillas over to Michelle there? And we want to see. Look, it doesn't have to go crazy, but look how automatic.
Whoa.
Look at how
You smelled it,
automatic.
Choopy?
Look at.
Okay.
You need to follow at Choopy doesn't give meow. This.
Oh, so vocal too. I don't know if the mic
Goes
picked that up.
nuts. Goes nuts for bread. This is so.
All bread or just tortilla?
Oh,
All of it.
Oh, you have more types of bread?
Barbara.
Okay.
These are Bolios.
Me
Are
and
we
your
saying
cat are
just
very
bread or
similar.
are we saying carbs? Because I could get some pasta in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Get some
since
sugar in
so
here.
Tortillas and bolillos are like a Mexican bread. Are we
Yep.
like really zoned into like
Barbara.
Central American?
I feel
or
like
Mexican?
there's this old Barney song, like Barney and Princess, like yum yum pumpernickel bread. Hey, I feel like Choopy would
That's
really
Choopy's
love
song.
that
look at
song.
look
Okay.
at
He wants it.
Choopy
Oh.
easy.
Oh, he's fighting.
Choopy
He's fighting.
easy.
Oh, he's in it.
Oh my God.
That's the werewolf.
Straight up werewolf. Those are yours. Enjoy. That could be for you and Choopy.
We'll share it.
Yeah.
Treats.
I love how he reaches out, like he sees something he wants,
He
and then,
pounces.
he's like, well, not you. When you say a cat pounces, you think like it jumps out. No, he's like reaching, like I'm gonna grab that and pull
He
it
stands
here
on his
to
hind
me.
legs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've never related more to a cat than I do right
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Loves
I love it.
carbs.
Yep.
Has, some interesting hair.
It's really cool. And the thing I like most about
Looks
Choopy,
angry.
Choopy's an adventure cat. what is it? How do you have an adventure cat?
So when I first got Choopy, I got one of those kangaroo hoodies where you could like put your cat inside and take him to the bar. And it was the middle of the pandemic, and I'm like, what am I doing in public to begin with? And then I was like, why not bring my cat? And so I put him in my pocket, and I just took him everywhere, and he accepted everything. And as long as there was food, he was good.
Wow.
I can definitely
Again,
tell
just
'cause
like
you,
me.
You brought him here. I was worried about how a cat would respond with all the lights and the
Yeah.
people going on, and he was just like so. You see me just sitting there. He's like just so chill
And
around
everyone
people.
was petting him, and he gave like a nice little nibble on
He
people.
tried to bite me.
That means he loves
He did.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turning you into a
nibble.
werewolf. It's
Yeah.
fine.
No, again, I made fried chicken before I got here. He smelled the breaded chicken.
Going crazy.
How old is he?
Choopy's 2.
He's 2.
Yeah.
You had him since he was 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, such a baby.
So, and he lives with a dog? Is there a dog also?
So I have 2 Chihuahuas.
oh.
And I did research because I had the Chihuahuas first. I wanted to make sure I got a cat that could be cool with my Chihuahuas.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, wow.
And I researched that Lycoy cats were like very monkey-like.
Yeah.
And I got one, and it worked out.
Oh, that's so cool. And you guys go, I mean, the reason that I follow Choopy is Choopy's, and I always hope to find Choopy at every bar I go to. You guys are you guys are at Nickel City. You guys are all over the place all the time. What's that like? You take a cat to a bar and everyone's just like,
Yeah, does he get recognized?
what?
Yeah, so it's only recently that people started recognizing Choopy when we go out. People will be like, oh my God, is that Choopy?
really, that's so cool.
I'm like, yeah, that's my
So
cat.
funny.
But when I go out, it's really exciting for me because I get to see people with like pure joy on their faces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time they see him, they're like, oh, I can't believe there's a cat in public. And it just makes me want to keep doing it just because I get to feed off of that too.
Oh, of course.
How hard was it to get Choopy sort of like used to being out? And you said like, oh, you know, it's a pandemic, and like as long as their food, was it pretty quick, or was it like, oh, we got to struggle through this a little bit?
I think Choopy was born a star.
Yeah.
I get that energy.
He was born
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
on camera and in the limelight, and he loves when people come to say hi. And it's his thing, so I just let him do his thing.
I couldn't believe it. Like so even tempered. When I walked you in from outside, it was like, oh, you're just carrying this cat, and the cat's just like looking around, hanging out, like so
interesting.
chill. Yeah.
New territory for me to claim.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there bread here?
Yeah, exactly what Choopy was looking for.
So it's a Lykoi cat. It's Lykoi.
Yeah.
I saw some people in chat were asking.
Yeah,
for
I've
that.
never seen this type of cat. Like
No.
I've seen the hairless cats.
Yeah.
Thanks to Eric. I've seen all kinds of cats. I've never seen a cat that looks like this. He's so interesting looking and so cute at the same time.
Petting him is so. I've never experienced this with a cat before because like I said, I've pet hairless cats before.
Yeah.
And you expect like skin on those. Normally, when you pet like a typical like domestic short hair, you feel fur everywhere. This is like a mixture of both. It's like a hybrid where it's like you might be petting some fur and they're like, oh, there's some skin there.
You have to bathe. Do you have to bathe Choopy, or Choopy does a lot of self-bathing?
He had a bath last night, so he might smell like vanilla today.
Oh.
Okay.
They need regular
Again.
baths like a Sphinx cat, or else they'll get oily and like get gross.
I heard today, I don't know if this is true, that when you have a hairless cat, you oil them.
Yeah, there's those Sphinx cats that I follow that live in South Korea. You have to rub oil on those cats that have those Sphinx cats with no hair.
And so you mentioned that you put some oil on him.
Well, I haven't had to lube him up yet, but he's doing pretty good without it. So when he does need the lube, I will give it to him. But for now, he's just being his regular cat self.
This is so great.
Well, the thing that's weird to me is like watching his videos and looking at his photos online, and looking at his face even now. It's like he seems like so mad and like he would be mean.
It's the resting bitch face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
but-
RBF.
He's so nice and friendly and
Yep.
just like super chill.
I've been nervous about today.
Have you?
Oh yeah, I had butterflies in my stomach all day going, guys, Choopy's coming. Guys, Choopy's coming. I got texts from my mom and she's going, I heard that Choopy's coming on the podcast. And I went, yeah, I was trying to keep it a secret and then send you a fun message. And she went, no, Choopy's a star.
I'm surprised your mom didn't fly in for this.
Oh my God, she was so excited that Choopy was going to be here. This is like, look, Austin is already keep Austin weird, whatever. This is like such an Austin. I know there's other cities and you got other cats and people are like, I live in Des Moines and we have an adventure cat. I don't care.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We got a podcast, so we got Choopy, who's an adventure cat in Austin, and, this
And
is
likes
cool.
tortillas and HEB bread.
You did a video that was like let's do like bread versus bread on like what Choopy likes most. Man, Choopy loves HEB tortillas. Choopy loves bolillos.
What about butter tortillas? We had those the other day, and we did not like them.
What?
Really?
Butter tortillas?
I think
That's what
we
those
had.
are.
Yeah.
Are they butter tortillas?
Yeah, and Choopy went
good.
crazy.
Choopy approves.
Yeah.
I'm
See?
glad he does.
He's looking in the bag nonstop.
Yeah, so people in the
I
chat
was saying he
noticed
was
that
looking around.
he's looking for
He's
that
coming
bread.
back
Us
to the
no mind
camera
now.
because he's just staring at the bread.
You had it all on lock. We have our social media person here who's like shooting some stuff, and we're like, oh, we gotta like take a picture with Choopy, and like Choopy wouldn't look, and then you're like, oh, here, wave these treats, and it was immediately like locked in.
You locked in and like
He
approached.
did a Titanic step over
Yeah.
too. Like I am the king of this world. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Dun.
And just started like grabbing, like, give me that. Like, what are we doing? Oh man,
We
this
don't
is so
play
cool.
games with Choopy.
Motivated
Choopy's
by
very
food.
much so.
Yeah. We had
yes.
even Dante, our IT guy, was like, I've been
chat.
following Choopy for like a year on Instagram. Is Choopy here? I got to meet Choopy.
What kind of content do you make with Choopy? Like,
So I make a mix of Choopy stealing things from me because he's really professional at it. And then I also like to make videos of Choopy doing things that like cats wouldn't regularly do, starting with cats that go in public.
Yeah.
And then I've made videos of him like playing basketball for bread, being a witch and making a potion for bread,
Oh my
fishing for
God.
bread.
Oh, he's like a little sailor.
Yeah,
It was so great.
He'll put up with anything as long as there's bread in the end. So it's kind of fun. It's just to make people happy.
It's great.
Same.
Oh, I love it. Genuinely love Choopy. This is so cool.
Again, Choopy doesn't give a meow. I just put his
Yeah.
Handle in Twitter.
I'll make sure it's in the
chat.
Yeah, is it? I'll make sure we have a link in the description too, so everyone can follow Choopy and what's going on. I can't put more followers than Gus.
Make
Yeah.
Choopy more famous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Let's amplify. We were there on the ground floor.
Don't forget us when you're even bigger.
Yeah, really. Is there anything you want to plug other than your social? Anything that's coming up for Choopy? Anything that's going on?
Choopy has a couple public appearances coming
Oh
up.
my
My
god.
goodness.
One is for Austin Pets Alive. They're going to have an
Oh, cool.
event where it's like a fashion show, and there's going to be drag queens. It's going to be a
yeah.
fun
Oh,
time.
that's
And he's
nice.
going to be one of the famous faces that helps them raise money.
Oh, that's so cool.
On October 26th, he's going to be at Meanwhile Brewing as a judge for the werewolf contest.
oh, and he has a very
Costume
he has a
contest.
very judgmental face, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
perfect.
I mean, he has the blood of a werewolf. Who else is better to judge?
I know.
Definitely, truly. a
Nobody can
judge.
beat him.
No.
No.
Oh, this is going to be so cool. They love you at Meanwhile. I feel like you're there a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a good spot for Choopy.
And then Choopy has raised thousands of dollars for other cats just through his social media.
Oh, so cool.
Cats with health issues that need extra financial support, we've been raising money for them. And he's saved 2 cats and gotten cats medication and stuff. So he's doing good things with his bad attitude.
Oh, that's so cool.
Can I be like Choopy when I grow up? I would love that. That's actually a life goal.
Blaine, do you want to pet
What's
Choopy?
I wanted to come in and make sure that Choopy hadn't like noped everyone, you know?
Oh,
like the
yeah.
monkey in the beginning where it, like killed
Gone,
everyone.
Yeah.
gone crazy?
Yeah,
No.
Good to see you, Choopy.
No, we gave Choopy bread and Choopy's good now. So
Yeah.
Although
yeah,
Choopy
yeah.
has been mad dogging you the second you walked in.
Yeah,
Blaine.
he's ready to fight. He's
Ready
stronger.
to fight you.
Well, Michelle, thank you
Yeah,
so much
thank
for
you.
joining us.
We really,
on the
really
for having
podcast.
us.
Oh, this was awesome. This was so cool. Thank
I'm
you,
sorry
Choopy.
he doesn't give a meow, but
Oh no, I
maybe
mean,
next time.
okay.
we would expect nothing less from Choopy. But thank you so much. Bye, Choopy.
He deserves a whole tortilla after
Yeah.
that.
Look at it.
appearance.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, love that cat.
Wow.
We will just end the podcast.
Right.
What's the point
Genuinely
anymore
so excited about
at this
that.
point?
Kai, do you have cats?
I have nothing.
You have no pets.
I live by my lonesome. I am sad every day.
Oh my god.
No partner, no cats, no. I don't even have a fish.
Hey, Kai, you're living the dream. Everything you do is for you, baby.
Oh, that's so
all the
funny.
time. All your time is you.
Yeah, and all the time goes to video games at night. So
There
I
you
mean,
go. No responsibilities, no mouths to feed. Living the
man.
dream, baby.
I had when I asked Kai if she wanted to be on today. Like I asked her, she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And like a couple hours later, I was like, oh shit, I didn't tell her there was gonna be a cat there. Like I was like, you're not allergic to cats or anything. It's okay, right? She's
technically,
like,
yes, I am.
oh,
But I think Choopy was very hairless enough. That I
okay.
was just good enough.
My my wife's allergic to cats, but I feel like if we had a Choopy cat,
I think you'd be okay.
yeah,
I think you'd be good.
yeah.
Does Choopy shed a lot? I know we just. No.
Michelle, Choopy, you're hanging
I
off to
have
the
more
side.
questions. for Choopy.
Yeah,
The segment was not long enough.
Yeah.
I heard that you can give animals like food that like makes them not.
Shed?
oh really?
Yeah, there's like for like hypoallergenic
That doesn't
stuff or
surprise me
whatever?
because humans are very hair is a thing I know about. There's things you can do to make your hair stronger so it doesn't shed as much. So that doesn't surprise me if it's the same as fur for cats.
Because it's mostly dander, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing people are allergic to?
Yeah.
But like,
I thought it was like also the saliva. Some people are
I
allergic
think
to
that's what
saliva.
dander is. I
I thought dander
is
was like skin flakes.
I think it's skin flakes mixed with spit. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because I like sometimes when an animal will like lick me, usually a dog.
Yeah.
I'll get like a scratchy throat immediately. But then it'll last for like maybe 10 minutes and then
Yeah.
go away completely. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the licking that makes me feel like allergic because I've never been allergic around just an animal in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's only when it makes contact with
Yeah.
my skin.
I haven't really been. I haven't been allergic to animals. I've always had cats and dogs and all that stuff. But my wife's allergic to cats, and it is like the bane of her existence.
Does she like cats?
Oh, she wants a cat so bad, like so
Have her
bad.
take some Flonase every day. She'll be
Dude,
fine.
She can take allergy medication.
no. Like, why would you? No, like if you are that, like if you're so allergic,
Listen,
like.
most people are allergic to living in Austin, and we still put up with it.
Very
we still
true.
live here.
Yeah,
That's true.
I take Flonase every day just to stay ahead of it.
I mean, that's the same thing as most people are lactose intolerant. I'll still eat ice cream. I'll still drink milk.
It's true.
Like,
Pizza.
It's true.
Exactly. Cheese? You're telling me to stop eating Alfredo sauce?
Can't do
Never.
that. No siree.
Michael said he's evolving beyond lactose intolerance. I'm not really clear on what that means, but he's really sure of it.
If it's anyone, it would be Michael.
Yeah, right? That's
Yes.
how I
Like
feel.
he just eats so much lactose that his body is just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
he's like,
why not?
Overwhelm it.
Yeah.
It's that. It's like, I'm going to it's a war of attrition and he will not lose.
Well, I know that John used to be gluten intolerant, and it just eventually went away.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's
He used
right.
to take medication for it, and then I don't know if like
Is he Spider-Man?
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
That
but
has to be it. Like, he got bit by the spider.
The gluten spider.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that my stoner roommate in college told me. Yeah, every 7 years, all of your cells are regenerated, so it's like you're a new person.
Yeah, that's actually true in terms of your taste buds, too. So every 7 years, you should try something again, see if you like. I used to hate cheese growing up. Now I love a good
See?
cheeseburger.
Interesting.
And my stoner roommate Ian, he was right.
maybe you'll like cucumbers someday, Gus.
No.
Oh, we talked about that today.
imagine that.
We did an Anma episode today, and we talked about, like on the drive
Cucumbers?
back, we talked about cucumbers.
Yuck. Disgusting.
Is it just cucumbers or cucumbers and pickles?
I like pickles.
You're
I really like
interesting.
pickles.
That's backwards.
Because it's the
What?
vinegar or whatever the
Not
pickle
liking
agent
either
is. I
of those.
really
It
like
makes
that.
it juicy. The cucumber's just dry.
I like all foods. All of those sound
all of
delicious.
them. There's nothing you don't like, Barbara.
The
Never
one of the
mind.
things
Exactly.
Yep.
it's not that I don't like it, but I would prefer not to eat it is blue cheese, and that's pretty much it.
I don't prefer. I don't like
Blue cheese is the only thing where I'm like, no blue cheese on that. But if
love-
it's on there, I'll still have it.
What?
I would love to get just like a giant bowl of blue cheese with a spoon and just fucking.
Oh,
me
you
too.
freak.
Go
Oh,
to
you
town,
know,
yeah.
like when you get something with blue cheese and they're like, "There's a lot on it," and you go, "There's not."
No, more.
My mouth. We're talking about it. My mouth started watering.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I love it. Oh, I love blue cheese. Oh, I
Especially
love
like
it.
on a wedge salad, a blue cheese dressing.
Yep.
Just like fucking, you dip that whole thing in it. Oh, yeah.
My problem with like a blue cheeseburger is that it's like not enough.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, "Oh, here's blue cheese." It's like triple it and then double that.
Stuff it with blue cheese.
Yeah.
Then put it on top
Yep.
and then smother it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cook it into the bun. Let's fucking go.
I don't know. There's really not a lot of foods I just won't
Really?
eat.
Pickles.
I'm
Love
the
it.
exact
Hate
opposite. If you list foods, I'm sure 50% of them I'll be like, ew.
Really?
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
So picky.
Yes. Very.
Really?
Yes. I'm
So what's
actually
your
getting better.
I
What's your
appreciate that you own it.
favorite meal then?
It
Like,
depends on my mood. It's between 3.
okay,
I like a good steak.
excellent
I
choice.
love Italian food, so like spaghetti, pasta, all that stuff. And I love seafood, but that's also on East Coast. Like
get it.
even my grandmother owned a seafood restaurant.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's interesting because usually seafood is where a lot of people get picky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking like fish, shellfish,
All of the
anything
my
from
God.
the ocean?
Crawfish. I know all the different types of crabs: Dungeness crab, blue claw crab, snow crab
Oh.
legs.
I know all the different types. I'm on the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm gonna sit here and name all the crabs.
This is the crab cast.
But no, like shrimp.
Wow.
I think the only thing seafood wise I don't like is oysters, and but recently I had an oyster that was okay, and I ate it, and it was good. It's just I think it's too slimy, which is weird because I like mussels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that-
problem I have with oysters, like I'm not an oyster fan.
Yeah.
Mussels aren't really slimy though; they're more chewy. Whereas
true.
oysters are slimy.
My wife's always wanting me to try oysters. Like, you should try one, try one. I'm like, yeah, but I see when you eat it, sometimes you're like, oh, that was a sandy one, or
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
good one. Like, I don't want
The grit.
Right. I don't want to run the risk of like, all right, I'm going to try it, and then it's like a shitty one.
Yep.
Like I was like, no, I don't want to eat a food where it's like, yeah, 70% of the time it's good, 30% of the time it's really bad. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I love oysters.
I don't get it.
How do you prefer your oysters? Because I recently learned that I can handle them if they're covered in a freak ton of dressing.
So it all depends. Sometimes I like just a little bit of lemon juice on them.
Not enough.
But I really like, there's like either the horseradish is really good on it. There's
Okay.
also like the tomato-based sauce.
Yeah.
Cocktail sauce, I think it is.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
cocktail.
But my favorite one is the vinegary one with the little pieces of onion in it.
I know
I've seen
exactly
that,
what you're talking
yeah.
about.
So good. Honestly, like that's one of my favorite parts about eating oysters.
I was
is the
in
different toppings.
Dallas with Santiago, who works in Rooster Teeth, and we went on a trip there. We went to this really nice fancy restaurant. He likes oysters. He was just like, just try. I'm like, make one the way you make it. Because I was like, I don't know. First time I had oysters, it was nasty. So let me see how you like it, and I can judge you for how you
That's smart. I like that. That's
Exactly.
good. That's good. That's good.
And because I think we had like chili paste. We didn't even use the hot sauce because oysters always come with hot sauce, but the chili paste was spicy enough that we didn't need it. He did that. He did the lemon. There was something else. I think it was the onion-based something you were talking about
vinegar.
as well.
It's like a red wine vinaigrette with
Yeah.
a little bit of onion. Yeah.
And the first one I did, I was like, okay, that's nice. So I had a second one. The second one, I ate the oyster backwards. So all the dressing went down. The oyster didn't make it. I was like, why didn't it
Just
come out?
drank the sauce.
Oh, this oyster's delicious. Oh, man.
Exactly. And he's just like,
Licking all
you
the
still
icing
want
off.
it? I'm like, I'm no bitch. So I'm like, I started this. I'm finishing it. I ate the oyster by itself without dressing. I said, yeah, this ain't a move.
No.
I don't like it.
So you always got to make sure it's detached from that little piece that it's attached to from the shell. You're not, no?
It's
Can't
just,
do oysters?
it's the sliminess. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so like almost like mucusy that it's just not my speed for like a food. I don't like it.
It also depends on the type of oyster you get. Like, I prefer East Coast oysters. They're a little smaller.
Correct answer, East Coast, Best Coast.
East Coast, Best Coast for oysters, especially. Maybe not other things,
I'm
Eric.
just saying. I don't know.
West Coast is also a great coast.
With me, in general, I'm not talking just about oysters. In general, I'm not a big fan of putting sauces on food. Like, I don't eat ketchup with my French fries. So with oysters, I feel like it's something where you're definitely prioritizing the sauce and the topping in addition to it. So it's like it's already like 2 steps removed from something I would.
You don't
really
like
be
when
into.
you're having like a breakfast taco or something. You don't do sauce.
No, I mean
salsa?
sometimes maybe I'll put salsa on, but no, typically no
Really?
salsa. Yeah.
I feel like a good way to add sauce, well, not breakfast tacos, but to tacos is just doing pico de gallo because that's not even a sauce,
No.
but it adds juice to it.
I think that lots of times I feel like the food needs to stand on its own. I feel like it's a crutch if you're putting
That's fair.
What about barbecue?
extra sauce. No, I actually prefer barbecue with no sauce. I think
agree.
sauce is a crutch for bad barbecue.
I agree
You
with
hide
that
bad barbecue
too,
under
but
sauce.
There are some foods that the sauce is like part of the food experience. Like for oysters, for example. Like you could have them plain, but there's really no taste to them. And so it's kind of like the sauce is part of the oyster experience.
This actually reminds me of an episode of the anime Food Wars
Yeah.
where literally it's a competition and he serves a rice bowl by itself and they're like, it's good, but it's mid. He's like, wait, you didn't try the soup next to the rice. And then you try the soup and like the soup's good, but all right. He's like, now combine the two. It's when you have it's one meal and it's all the pieces come together. Like each piece is good on its own, but then when you combine them together, it's
even
the
better.
same thing with barbecues. Like the meat should be good, the barbecue sauce should be good, and I should be able to have them together.
And
It really just
complement
depends
each
on
other.
your mood.
It's like that scene in Ratatouille where he eats the cheese and the grape at the same time, and it's like music in his head.
It's like, think about all the color combinations, all the different
Exactly.
things like food, taste, salt, savor, flavor, that.
Oh, Remy knew what he was talking about, baby.
You guys always have me talking about
anime.
food on this podcast.
years
Food
ago,
and movies are what we talk about.
years ago, I went down to Kreitz's, which is a barbecue place in Lockhart, and they do not have sauce there. It's just a barbecue. And I remember I was sitting there eating my barbecue kind of close to the counter, and this customer, has his food. I see him at another table. He stands up, walks over to the counter, and there's an employee there, and she's like wiping down the counter and like looking down. Then he walks up to her and he's like, "Excuse me, do you have any barbecue sauce?" And she doesn't look up. She's still wiping down the counter, and she's like, "Why? Does the food need it?" He goes, "Yeah, I think it could use a little bit of barbecue sauce." And she like stops wiping, slams her hand down on the counter, looks at him and goes, "Well, then maybe you shouldn't be eating here."
That's awesome.
And then
Love
looks back
that.
down and keeps wiping the counter.
That's so cool.
Love that for her.
But also, yeah.
That's cool as hell. That's awesome. More of that. Should
Literally
happen.
love that energy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm trying to be like that when I grow up too. Chupie and her.
Nice. I hate spaghetti.
You hate spaghetti?
I like every other pasta.
What is it
Okay,
about spaghetti?
when you say you hate spaghetti, do you hate
Yep.
spaghetti like the type of
like
noodle?
the noodles?
Yep.
Or
It's not good.
I
Or
think
the
it's pathetic. I
combination.
think it's a pathetic pasta.
do you like angel hair?
Yep.
No,
But not spaghetti.
I think angel hair does a better job of holding a sauce.
But would you eat angel hair with like a red meat sauce like you would spaghetti?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's a superior pasta.
I think in general, long tubes of pasta, like
Yeah.
well, not even a tube, long.
Yeah.
What do you call a stick? It's not good. It doesn't hold sauce well.
Does not hold sauce well. I think spaghetti is a vile meal.
So I think angel hair suffers from the same problem.
I think the way that you can clump it and it batches together a little bit better, especially with a thicker sauce, can really do a lot of damage on a lot of food. And it's very good.
Well, then, alternative question.
Uh-huh.
Best kind of pasta.
I think that you could go with like. I really like a gnocchi. I like a bow tie. I think that I think pretty much anything else, a penne.
Ravioli.
Yeah, I think anything else is a superior.
I'm surprised you put gnocchi in. The gnocchi's the first pasta you said?
It was the first one that popped to mind.
I think fusilli and penne are like
Yeah.
S tier. Those
Yeah.
are the best.
Oh
ones to
yeah,
look for.
it's spaghetti is a vile meal. I think it's a pathetic pasta, and I think that if you're eating it, I think that you need to make some decisions and change some things. I think you need to upgrade to a bow tie and grow up.
something that can hold sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that the spaghetti can't hold the sauce. You don't know how to handle the spaghetti.
Oh no! Oh, I handle.
do you?
I handle.
Are
the
you sure?
spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti is a vile meal, and it is pathetic, truly.
Using the word vile.
Yes.
I
well,
know.
I'm
For
right.
spaghetti.
I'm right.
I
It is
feel
a
like
vile meal.
Like spaghetti's a villain in the
It is.
story or
It's
something.
truly villainous.
Here's the thing. I don't trust Eric's food.
No, it's fine. Most people are wrong. It's
opinions.
okay. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I think this all started with the lasagna debate, which we will not bring up.
That's also a superior pasta, but that's unfortunately a whole dish. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
That's like saying the lasagna noodle. Have one
whole
lasagna
sauce.
noodle.
Just
that is
cover it in sauce and
that is
be
what
like
the-
cut it up with
Yep.
that is what the noodle is called, though,
Yes.
right? It's
Yeah.
a lasagna
It's-
noodle, but
yeah.
it's also the name of
the food.
Yeah.
the tomato cake.
But that's
Tomato
spaghetti's the same thing. It's a spaghetti noodle, right? So
It is a spaghetti.
Oh no, it's a
so-
spaghetto. The
that's
plural is, or spaghetti is the diminutive of spaghetto.
that doesn't. That's
Have you never
fake.
heard this?
That's fake.
No.
Yeah,
That's made up.
it's
That's-
a
that's-
spaghetti, a spaghetto,
That's what
and
you
a spaghetti.
You just called out a Campbell's label. That is that is not a real thing. Otherwise, the SpaghettiOs. That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
would say
just said.
Gus read SpaghettiOs, and he's like, that must be a singular for spaghetti.
It's like the same people who say Legos instead of Lego, which is
Yeah.
already
my
a
Eggo.
plural of Lego.
Spaghetto is the singular form of spaghetti.
All right,
So
then-
a single line of
A
spaghetti.
single spaghetti is a spaghetto.
Okay, then a spaghetto is a vile meal.
There you go.
So you wouldn't say I dropped a spaghetti noodle?
No,
Oh,
you
I
t-
say I
dropped a
spaghetto
spaghetto.
on
Oh
the
no,
floor.
my spaghetto!
Spaghetto about it.
There's so many jokes this now opens up.
Yeah, this is really good.
I
I'm
know.
kind of all into spaghettos. That's pretty exciting.
Well, no, it's one. You can't say
spaghetto.
spaghettos.
Oh no,
Right.
I'm a
spaghetto.
spaghetti. No,
Oh.
I'm a spaghettos
That's like
guy.
saying mines.
It's like saying
Exactly.
mooses. I'm a mooses guy.
Meese.
Me too.
I hate the English language.
Yeah, it's pretty
I hate it
exciting.
so
It's
much.
so dumb.
Italian though, isn't it? Spaghetto, spaghetti.
Oh.
Moose, meese. Yeah.
Well, I don't want
Nicholas is back there. It's Italian.
to. I hate our use of any other language.
Fucking spaghetto. Get out of here.
Yeah, I remember
Chippy would eat
years
a
ago
spaghetto. I know it.
we had an argument about the word Lego on the podcast because
Uh-huh.
someone kept saying Legos, and I was like, "But Lego is the plural
Right.
of Lego."
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a pile of Lego in front of me,
Right.
and someone disagreed with me, and they said it's Legos.
I heard that one
need
Skittle
to
is
fight
called
about
a Skittle's lentil.
Stop it. That's not true.
Is it?
Look it up. You got the computer. Kai's not going to do it.
That can't be
Skittle.
right.
I could.
She could. It's true.
But I don't like-
I'm not saying you can't.
I could, but I just don't care enough. Because I don't like Skittles.
Spaghetti.
Today's episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like walking your dog in public without putting them on a leash. Most of the time, maybe you'll be okay, but what if one day your dog runs away or gets dog-napped? It's better to be careful, especially when it's as easy as using ExpressVPN. Every time you connect to an unencrypted network in a cafe, hotel, airport, or somewhere else in public, the bottom line is that your online data is not secured. Any hacker on the same network can gain access to and steal your personal data, but ExpressVPN creates a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet so they cannot. I've got ExpressVPN installed on just about everything. Phone, laptop, you name it. Doesn't slow down connection at all. It's working quietly in the background doing its thing while I go about my online browsing. Best part is using ExpressVPN is super easy. Just fire up the app, click one button to get protected. So get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free at expressvpn.com/rooster. That's expressvpn.com/rooster. expressvpn.com/rooster. Thank you, ExpressVPN. Today's episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. After you've poured time and energy into launching a brand or starting a company, making a website should not be the hardest part of the process. Squarespace is the go-to all-in-one platform to easily build a beautiful online presence or run your business. Doesn't matter if you're a small business, a content creator, or anything in between. Squarespace seriously has everything you could need to build a website that suits your needs. To name just a few of the features, they got social media integration, so you can display posts from your social profiles on your website. You can push website content to your social profiles so your friends and followers can share. They also have an email campaign feature, so you stand out in even the most flooded inbox and unify your brand voice from your homepage to your emails. And all Squarespace sites are optimized for mobile, so the content looks great, whether you're on your laptop, phone, or tablet. You've heard me talk about Squarespace for a long time now. I appreciate how it's super simple to use. Everything's point and click. No coding required. With their great templates, you get up and running in no time. I love it. I think you should give it a try. If you need a website for any reason, build it with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/roosterteeth. Save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by Helix Sleep. Sleep is one of the most universal human experiences there is. It takes up to about a third of our life, and a good night's sleep can have some serious health benefits. So why is finding the perfect mattress so hard? Well, thanks to Helix Sleep, the days of going to a mattress store and laying down on a mattress hundreds of other people have tried are long gone. Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, even a mattress made just for kids. It's so easy. All you have to do is take the Helix Sleep quiz, find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. I use the quiz myself. I've been getting my best night's sleep lately thanks to Helix. Super comfy, has just the right amount of firmness that I need. The quiz is super fast and easy and gets you going. There's no wrong answers. Just boom, boom, boom. What do you like? Done. It works really well. Finds, the perfect mattress for you. As an added bonus, each personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge. Helix also offers 100-night risk-free trial because they know the only way to really be sure about a new mattress is to sleep in it. If you decide it's not the best fit for you, you can return your mattress, get a full refund, no problem. Right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/rooster. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
You don't like Skittles?
I told you, if you list a whole bunch of things,
Wow.
I will say half of those. I just don't like candy, period.
What about
Really?
Michael
chocolate?
doesn't either, and that's crazy.
Chocolate's okay, but no candy?
Chocolate as a candy, no. Chocolate as a flavor, sometimes.
What about like Reese's peanut butter cups?
Absolutely not.
What? What? What?
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever met a
hit
person.
it, not even a no.
Absolutely
to
not.
hit it with an absolutely not.
So do you like any dessert food?
I like ice cream.
Ice cream?
Funny enough, I like chocolate ice cream.
Okay, fair enough. I feel like ice
But if you
cream's in
put
its own
peanut
category.
butter in it, fuck you.
I also just hate peanut butter. Like, I also don't like Nutella.
Wow. You
Oh,
don't like
that's
wow.
Nutella's amazing.
Wait, you don't.
That's
You don't.
hazelnut.
Oh, okay. So wait. Okay, hang on. You don't like peanut butter?
No.
Okay. I guess people in other countries don't like peanut butter, but they're fucking weird.
I don't like jelly either. There was one time growing up, I was looking at Eric's face. There was one time growing up, my mom didn't believe me when I said I don't like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, me not liking that causes her a lot of pain.
Yeah,
because
'cause
she has
that's
to
like a
find
go-to.
Exactly. She has to find other ways to feed me now.
Wow.
I even have those now as my go-to meal. If I can't think of anything else to eat, I go peanut butter jelly
Yeah.
sandwich.
No. She made me eat it in front of her, like, eat this
And to see your
to
reaction.
see my reaction. And of course, I couldn't finish it.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not mad. Looking back now, I get it. It's like, because kids are kind of brats.
Have you
Right.
tried it after 7 years from that experience when your taste buds have
Funny
switched
enough,
over?
yes, it was on this podcast, the Pancake Podcast. Y'all gave me
that's
peanut
right.
butter on
Oh,
the
we
pancake.
did.
And I said, I'll try anything once, or I guess twice, because it's been 7 years.
In your new 7 years, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was a good one.
I'm not a fan of jelly either. I'll just eat peanut butter sandwiches.
Again,
Yeah.
better than me, because I can't do
I
that either.
literally like
It's-
all these foods.
Yeah. Yeah. This is crazy. Oh, did you look up Skittle Lentil?
According to Skittles,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
a single Skittles is called a Skittles.
Skittles?
According to
Yeah.
Skittles.
So
A
it's like,
single-
I dropped a Skittles.
There is
Oh
one
no,
Skittles
it's
on
next
the
to my
floor.
spaghetto.
So it's not even Skittle.
My Skittles.
A single. They tweeted it February 1st, 2020. A single Skittles is called a Skittles per our trademark lawyers.
I hate that.
Wow.
I hate it so much. I'm never having a Skittles again. Never eating a single Skittles. As
Or
long
a
as
You
I
handful of
always
Skittles.
have two at once, so you never have to call it a single one.
Good
a
call.
Skittles.
Good call.
They should call it a Skiddo. Like in,
Skiddo?
Yeah, like a spaghetto. Call it a Skiddo.
Hey,
a good
what's
idea.
up?
That sounds like a poke.
appropriation of the Italian language.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Awful. I don't like these discoveries we make on the podcast. They disturb me.
Had a tooth fallout while eating Red Hots. You know, like Red Hots?
Red Hots
I
are
don't even know
terrible.
what that is.
It's like a cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like a
I
cinnamon
like
candy?
cinnamon.
Spicy
candy.
cinnamon.
No, I don't.
Well, that's why
It's like cinnamon wax that you can chew on.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
good.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see what this looks like.
You had a tooth come out?
It's a crown. It was a crown on a root canal that I had probably
Apparently
a year
they
ago.
did not put it on very well.
No, they did. What happened is the tooth that it was connected to disconnected, so it just came off.
Wait,
So the entire tooth or
entire-
just
Yes. So
Oh.
the tooth to the gum totally came off. So I brought it to the dentist because it happened on a Friday right before was it Labor Day?
Yeah.
Happened on that Friday at like 5:15.
did you say ew? Why did you bring me this?
No, I called, and all I could do was laugh. I just went, it's 5:15 on Labor Day weekend on a Friday. Gonna imagine you guys are closed for about 3 days. Tooth came out, kind of puzzled about what to do.
yeah.
So made an appointment and I went in.
Yeah, because they don't have like emergency dentist offices like they do on like emergency
like
clinics.
urgent care.
Exactly.
for regular body
So
parts.
I made an appointment. I brought the tooth in and I went, look, you're going to look at it. You're going to look at my mouth and you're going to go, nothing we can do. You got to go see an oral surgeon. And I know that's what's going to happen. So let's see what happens. And she said, okay. And she looked at my mouth. She looked at the tooth and she said, yeah, the cement held really well. See that white part in the middle? That's your tooth. Looked at my mouth. Yeah, so there's nothing we can do. We can extract the tooth, but if you want to get an implant or a denture,
Yeah.
like you get like the one tooth denture with that you have
That,
to
like,
like
pops
take
in
out.
and out?
Yeah.
Wait,
And it's
real-
like, what's the fucking point? It's like a molar.
Real fast, can I rewind here?
Yeah.
So the whole tooth didn't come out?
So the tooth to the gum is the part that came out, not the
But
part that was rooted
there was
up.
still a root?
So when
So it
I
like
got
cracked off?
yes, when I got this root canal, half of the tooth had come off.
Yeah.
And so they root canaled it and then drilled it down. They're like, well, half the tooth is still there, so we can cap and crown it and see if that'll hold. And you should be good to go. But if it comes off, whatever. I said, okay.
I'll be honest, I might be too young for this conversation. You're saying a lot of words
Yeah.
that my grandma uses.
Like
and I
crown?
don't.
Don't worry, you'll get there.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Basically,
happens
he had
eventually.
work
It's
done
starting
on a
already.
tooth.
I have braces
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna-
get there.
You're at the start of a tooth journey.
I'm actually
Basically,
getting a tooth extracted next month.
He
myself.
had-
So there you go.
a thing done on his tooth, and they put a crown on, which basically covers it so you can
Yes.
still chew
Yes.
and function
Yeah.
the tooth.
And then
the tooth came
It
off.
was connected to my tooth that was already there, but I guess it had been in bad shape and it broke off. So the crown came off with it. And they
Yeah.
said, there's nothing we can do. I said, okay.
Did it hurt?
Had a friend that, no, not because I had a root canal.
Yeah,
no,
but I was
no
like
problem.
the part
Okay.
that, okay.
So
yeah.
there was no problem. Said, okay, cool. So like the tooth from the gum up was still in there, but everything from the gum down, like into like the mouth, was not there.
Okay.
Had a friend that came into town and we were going to go see Iron Maiden. And that was like on Sunday. And Sunday night, I'm like, ooh, hurts. Ow, why? Woke up Monday. I probably slept 2.5 hours because it hurt so bad.
Wow.
And then took like 6 ibuprofen and then rolled around on the ground for a while. And then
Glad
said,
you're still here.
called the dentist and I said, you have to do literally anything. Do you have an appointment today? So I went into the dentist and they looked, they took x-rays and they looked and they went, ooh, some bacteria got in there. You got an infection. Had infection up into the gum for like the rest of the tooth. I said, what can we do? You have to make it stop. And they said, we can extract it, but all we can give you is nitrous and Novocaine or lidocaine, whatever.
Yeah.
You can call oral surgeons and see when your like the next appointment would be, and they can knock you out and pull it. I was in the dentist chair. I called 8 oral surgeons. The earliest appointment, this was on Monday, Wednesday afternoon. And I just hung up and I told the doctor, let's fucking
Do it.
take it out right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. Like, I told her if I have to wait until Wednesday, I don't know that I can make it. It hurts so bad.
Oh my God.
So they gave me nitrous, and my buddy Andrew ran next door to a Walmart. I got headphones, popped them in, and then they just extracted the rest of the tooth, sewed me up. It's that.
That's where you were during the podcast
Yep.
last week.
Yep. And sewed me up and said, all right, keep it clean. don't get dry socket. It said,
So you
okay.
have one less tooth now.
I'm minus one tooth right now. It's the second to last molar on the top. And they're like, great. So now when you go to an oral surgeon, what they'll do, because I already have one implant in like the back and the bottom or whatever. They're like, what they'll do is they'll have to open you back up, drill into your jaw, put like a piece in,
Yep.
and then attach a tooth.
That's a big
and I
deal
went, yeah. I'm not fucking doing that. Get out of your fucking
I
mind.
can't even tell that you are
Yeah, it's
missing
just-
a tooth.
it's all the way
Especially
back
it's
here.
upper and the
Upper
back.
all the way in the back. And it's like, just eat on the other side for now.
Could you? I guess it'll be a while before you feel comfortable chewing on that side. But
Yeah, it'll
can
probably be like
chew?
another week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can eat regular foods right now.
Yeah, the biggest thing they tell you is don't suck through a straw for the
It's
first
that.
week.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is
biggest thing.
Oh, and no drinking.
No,
Alcohol.
like alcohol.
No alcohol.
I went to Iron Maiden on Tuesday. They got this done on Monday. I went to Iron Maiden on Tuesday. Stone cold sober.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that. That show was awesome. I know what would have made it fucking cooler. Man, that was a bummer. But now I'm minus one tooth. So tooth extraction.
Yeah.
Not terrible. If you go to an oral surgeon, you can like
I'm
pay to-
actually not going to an oral surgeon. I chose not to. I'm
Really?
choosing the laughing gas
Oh yeah.
and the same thing you did.
The nitrous is like, I don't know that it did that much. I guess it like took the edge off, but I wasn't really like worried.
Yeah.
And they just
They know what they're doing.
They
Yeah.
went beep beep beep. They shot me up with the stuff. The worst part of the whole thing is like when they're pulling the tooth out, and I'm not going to go into it because you don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
I do actually have someone who's getting it done next month.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we do that off camera.
I'll let you know how it feels and what to be ready for. But it's pretty. It's not like brutal. It's just so unique. It's so unique. The feeling is so different.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but. They just sew you up and they give you a little thing to like squirt it and make sure that you're good. And
Clean
just
it
don't
out.
eat it. Yeah, it's like don't drink, and it's like, come
Boo.
on, exactly.
For how long?
Tomato.
Oh, they were like a week, but I went to a wrestling show on Saturday with Dante, our IT guy, and a few other friends, and it was like,
So if you get
That'll
an
be fine.
infection, it's your own
Ooh,
fault.
no,
you're a bad
I
boy.
drank on the right side.
Although
Yeah.
you think the alcohol would help clear.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Yeah, when I
I
drink
think it's
enough
all
Bud
the
Light
sugary
limes,
drinks and
Probably.
alcohol.
if I drink
Yeah.
enough Bud Light limes, nothing's surviving in
Just
there. We'll be
drink
fine.
it straight. Just drink the
Double Ls.
straight
That's
tequila, vodka, rum.
what I did on Friday.
You'll be great.
And so I'd have no problem with that. I feel like don't have to drink. Okay.
But they're like, no drinking, no smoking, and I'm like, go on, can you give me a doctor's note for Iron Maiden so they don't kick my ass?
I need to look cool.
Guys, stop punching me. Read this note.
We went with Blaine to the Iron Maiden show too.
Blaine told us that some guys or maybe one guy gave him shit for wearing a mask there.
One guy, I don't even know that it was giving him shit. I think this guy was drunk and he's like, Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden, is like, yeah, COVID's over. And everyone was like, yeah. And we looked at Blaine and Blaine went, and then.
You mean
Yeah, exactly. So Blaine wore a mask and then a guy came up to him and he's like, yeah, you're wearing a mask. And Blaine went, yeah. And the guy's like, at a metal show. And Blaine went, yeah. And that was the end of the conversation.
right.
Oh.
And it was like,
Blaine made it seem way
way more
worse and
like
way more
controversial
confrontational.
or
Yeah.
confrontational? Yeah.
it wasn't that confrontational. But me and then my buddy, you know, Andrew, we were both like, we saw it happen and we both went, what's up? Like we were like fucking
Ready.
like ready.
Ready to go.
But no one wants to fight in an Iron Maiden show. Everyone just
No,
wants
you
to get in
wanna
the pit
have
and
fun.
have a good time.
Right.
A few months ago, I was going on a flight and I was like taxiing around, getting ready to go take off, and I taxied past the Bon Jovi jet. It's like they had the big like Bon Jovi logo on the side of the jet, and I was
Really?
like, "Oh, is Bon Jovi in town?" And I looked, it's like, "Oh yeah, they had a show like last night." I guess
sick.
like, they were like flying out the next day.
Hey, Coda?
I don't know. I don't remember where they were.
Oh. I'm watching Choopy eat a tortilla, sorry.
Oh, Choopy's still over there.
And he's eating a tortilla.
Good job, Choopy!
That's a cool backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they played like the day before or something. I don't remember when that was. It was a couple months ago. Bon Jovi Austin. Yeah, I don't know where they were. April 23rd. They were at
That's
the
my birthday.
Moody
Really?
Center.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy late birthday.
It's a while ago.
I only just found out.
Are we closer to your next birthday than we are to your previous one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
think
close.
about it.
I'm about to be closer to 30 than to 20 officially.
Bye, Michelle. Bye, Choopy.
Bye,
Thanks for
Choopy.
coming. Bye.
Oh my God! In the darkness is
So
eyes.
cool.
Yeah.
A real werewolf.
What a great guest.
Oh.
How is it flying with Bon Jovi? Was it pretty cool?
I'm sure.
Do you know
Yeah,
about?
that's super cool.
Do you know about Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden? His flighting stuff.
Yeah, that's what made me think about. That's actually what I was thinking.
Bruce
about.
Dickinson, the lead singer of Iron Maiden, at one point quit the band for like 2 albums and wanted to like just do like his own stuff and also become a commercial airline pilot.
Cool.
And so he learned how to do it, and now he pilots their commercial airline when they fly all over the world.
Oh my god.
The lead singer. It's
and
so
he
cool.
still sings with
Oh yeah, he's fucking awesome. When he did,
cool.
when he sings, Blaine grew up outside of like Dallas, and so he's got some of that satanic panic in him, like a little bit, where he's like a little afraid. Like he's like, I grew up and it's like, oh, is this gonna be like evil?
Yeah.
He kept asking, like, is it gonna get pretty wild? And we're like, it's not that crazy, but like there's fire and there's fireworks and it gets pretty nuts. It's cool, whatever. They do one song called Sign of the Cross, and the background is their mascot, like Eddie, holding a giant cross with like another Eddie head on it, with a guy getting burned at the stake and a bunch of like pagans like worshiping. And then Bruce Dickinson carries a big light up cross and they sing Sign of the Cross and fire's shooting up. And I just looked at Blaine and it was like, his eyes were just like...
Any chance they played a game Cult of the Lamb? Because same.
It's that. It's like that. Yeah, so I
Cult of the
definitely
Lamb.
think you should put that on while playing Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb's so fun.
It's so good.
It's so cute and
Have
so
you finished
good.
it yet?
I'm most of the way there. I'm getting close. Probably in the next time or two that I sit down with it, I'll probably
It's
finish
really
it.
The
good.
real question about games you're playing right now, Disney Dreamlight Valley.
I downloaded it last night.
I haven't
you?
tested it
Yeah.
yet.
It is the like chillest game. It's Disney mixed with Animal Crossing and a bit of Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay.
It seemed good and it has pretty good reviews. So
I think
like,
it's still in beta technically.
is it?
It's
Oh.
early access.
Early access. It's free on Game Pass if you
Yes.
have it.
okay, good. I'm happy to know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I downloaded it last night. I paid for it. I didn't know it was on Game Pass. I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna check it out.
I kind of wish I got it on the Switch though. I got it on PC.
I downloaded it to my Switch.
Yeah. Although, yeah, because it's nice to Switch is nice when you can take it wherever you want
Yeah.
and play in bed or something.
That's how I'm playing Cult of the Lamb.
on Switch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it like
Except
Kingdom
sometimes-
Hearts, like Farming Simulator?
I honestly, as someone who hasn't played it but has watched a lot of people play, like my friend Novus, it came out after 2 days. I was like, how many hours do you have? She said 36. I'm like, you played
What?
this game
Oh my God.
That
longer
is
than we did Uno
literally-
Infinite. I said, you played this game longer
Just
than we did
going
Uno
for
Infinite.
it.
It was hilarious.
36.
But it's very grindy. So
Very grindy.
I was telling a lot of people that if you're a Disney fan, or even if you like games like Monster Hunter Rise, where it's very much so you have to
Oh,
grind
yeah.
to get the thing, you would enjoy this game.
That's why it's like Animal Crossing, where you have to do a lot of like collecting and foraging and
Right.
selling the stuff,
Yeah.
and then you get like recipes to make things. And
I heard Goofy's the new Tom Nook.
Oh, is he?
me and Goofy have an interesting relationship in this game. Goofy. So there's a mechanic in this game that if you start fishing, one of the whatever character's closest to you will run up behind you and watch you fish.
Why?
I don't know, but it makes me so anxious.
Yeah, like so much performance
Trevor,
anxiety.
Trevor posted the picture.
Yeah, of it happening. I was just like, watch this. Because we're like, okay, Goofy's over there on the other side of that house. Okay, I'm going to turn around and start fishing. The second I cast my line, like literally right behind me. I'm like, there he is. And so we kept trying to do this thing where I had him in my line of vision and I would cast my thing, but then Merlin would come up behind me and I'm just like, stop it.
Oh, wow, they're doing like deep cut Disney characters? Like they got like a bunch of them?
Yes.
I just got Wally to come to my island.
Oh, that's cool.
Remy from
oh.
Ratatouille's in it.
Oh, so it is like
Ursula.
it's Animal Crossing then.
Yes.
When you said Animal Crossing, I thought you meant like the vibe. I didn't realize it was like have the fucking guy come to your island and hang
No,
out.
but it's similar to Animal Crossing where you could like buy stuff in the shop. They have new stuff every day. You could place villagers' houses. You could eventually like craft things to put on your island and in your house. It's very similar in
got-
I
that
think
sense.
it's similar to Stardew Valley in the sense that each character has its own level up, and the way you
Yeah.
level them up, they actually end up helping you.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
I know if you level up Elsa, she'll help you like
Free
collect
stuff?
materials, which helps you get
Yeah.
other level ups or other
Dang.
characters.
When you reach a certain level of friendship with the characters, you could choose like what skill that they help you with, like mining or foraging or whatever.
I'm gonna name a bunch of Disney characters. You tell me if they're game. Miko the raccoon from Pocahontas.
I don't think so.
Come on.
but
He's
they're
great.
releasing more characters.
Yeah,
as
like,
the game comes out.
I've only been playing for a few days, like on and off, and I've only gotten Wally to join
Okay,
my island.
okay.
Oh, Mickey's there,
Of
and
course.
then Merlin
Yeah, right.
and Goofy, I
Boring.
think,
Who
are
wants
starters.
Mickey? Boring.
I know, right?
Put him in the public domain.
Oh, and
Yeah, fucking
Scrooge
right.
McDuck.
Oh,
He
life
owns the
is
shop.
like a hurricane.
Prince Eric is there. one of the biggest complaints I've seen people say is that Prince Eric doesn't have his blue eyes. He has brown eyes.
What? That's
If you look at
bullshit.
his picture, he has brown eyes, and he looks so soulless. It's so hilarious.
This is how a lot of people's interest in dark hair with light eyes has come. It was Prince Eric. He was the awakening for many people.
Never identified with Prince Eric, even though we had the same name. He's just never my guy.
You.
Can I just start calling you Prince Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I don't think my wife's going to like it. I don't think
What about Princey?
Prince E?
Prince
It
E.
sounded like you're saying Princey.
I thought it was
Like
Exactly.
R-I-N-C-E-Y.
Yeah.
It works on so many
Princey.
levels.
They got the penguin from Mary Poppins.
I don't see. The thing is I don't know. I've only like seen a couple clips of the game of different characters.
They got Steve Buscemi lizard from the Monsters Inc.
No,
I
probably.
don't know Pixar. Well, no,
No.
Remy's in it, so it is Pixar characters.
They
in
got
Pixar.
Wall-E.
Yeah.
They got the
Wall-E.
Steve Buscemi lizard
Wall-E.
from the Monsters Inc.
Although there was a little. There's a what's it called?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's technically
I've
not.
got it right here in front
It's
of me.
not a game
look at
bug,
you.
but the game has a thing where it doesn't communicate properly with itself. Where if you pick up a quest with Wall-E, when he first joins your island, you have to do a couple things with him, like pick some flowers for him, like help him make friends and stuff because he's shy. And one of the other things is show him like you feed an animal for him.
Okay.
Like in front of him or for him?
Like he's basically following you around as you're completing this
Yeah.
quest, the side quest. And there's a issue with the game where if you try feeding an animal one of its like a food that you have, but it's not its favorite food, you can't try to feed it again for 24 hours.
Whoa.
And so I spent I don't know how many hours trying to feed fucking animals in this game, and no one was taking my food. And the whole time, you can't end the quest with Wall-E.
Yeah.
You can't be like, cancel. So he's following around. So I'm
Yeah.
running all over the island with this behind me.
Yeah.
Because he's just following behind you as you're trying to complete
That
the quest.
happened to my friend Penguin who was playing the game, and he got to a point where he was stuck with Wall-E.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't even feed the animals anymore.
Yep.
I
So
can't
he had-
feed the
and he
animals. I'm
was-
stuck with
He
Wall-E.
was 10 hours into the game, had to start the entire game.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Yeah, it's like a bug / the game not communicating properly.
They got
with itself.
Roxas and Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I've got the list here.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
You want to know? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Spoil it.
We're going to spoil the characters in Disney Dreamlight Valley.
If that matters to you, boy. All right, here we go.
Merlin,
Yeah.
Wall-E,
Got it.
Moana, Maui, Remy, Ariel, Prince Eric, Ursula, Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Mother Gothel, Donald Duck, Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, Scrooge.
It's a very basic list.
How
I hope they add more.
the mermaid walk?
I think
She just flop around.
there's like areas of the island that are beaches. So she
Yeah.
probably stays in the water.
Oh, okay.
Beaches, and there's some ponds and stuff you can fish
Okay.
at.
That'd be weird if she
I
was.
Unless
wanna
it's
see- I
the
wanna see
part
her
where she
small.
already gave her voice to.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
but she couldn't talk to you.
Or maybe it's Little Mermaid too, Ariel.
There you go.
I want to see her like
Full
a
of lights.
trout on the land, like flopping around trying to catch up to you.
Let's go. Feed the animals.
Will let me watch?
Anyone else think that the Little Mermaid in concept is a little creepy? How it's like
I mean, the
this
original
man,
story that's
Yeah, the
based
original
on
is
is
the original
actually
story too, but
terrible.
even the movie, it's like this grown adult man finds a 16-year-old girl who can't speak, and like
Hold on, now how old is Eric? I've actually pulled up a list
Oh,
of
interesting.
every single prince and how old their princess is when they get together.
yeah.
One of the worst ones, honestly, is Mulan and Fa.
Oh.
Is that's the name? No,
No.
I don't know. Shang. Mulan and Shang, really bad.
What's
like,
the age
it's
difference
really
there?
bad.
According to the film's official novelization, Eric had just turned 18 in the
Oh,
film.
I guess that's not bad because she's 16. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
I mean, it's bad, but
That's bad.
it's bad.
Just saying. Just want
I thought he was like
to be clear.
in his 20s.
That's bad.
No, I think the oldest people, like the oldest main character males in Disney princess movies are Shang. I
Yeah.
think he's the oldest.
It's 34.
I think Eugene Fitzpatrick from Rapunzel is old as well, older.
Oh, Eugene. Yeah.
Yeah. Those, I remember those two being old. Everyone else is like 18, 19. Maybe,
Okay.
I think Prince Charming.
I'm 16 years
is
old. I'm
20
not a child.
From Cinderella kind of thing. Yeah.
Shang is 19.
Shang is 19.
Yeah.
Nice. Wait, Naveen is also older, I remember too. But that's because Tiana's old. I think Tiana's 18.
Tiana, I think, is a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that the frog one?
Yes.
Yeah. Which she's a frog for the majority of the movie, and I'm
The
like,
youngest
That's the how old
princess,
is
though.
frogs?
how
That's
old
a
is
good
Frog?
point.
How old is frogs? They're doing Splash Mountain Dew frogs, making the frog movie into the Splash Mountain. You know about that?
You know.
Yeah, they're making the
I'm
fox.
not surprised.
Yeah,
After
they're making
what
the
they
fox
did
go
to
away.
Tower of Terror and turn that into
The
Galaxy.
Yeah, I think maybe the roots of Splash Mountain were like, we didn't need that one for a ride. When you watch Song of the South,
It's just an excuse to have a water ride.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but they're gonna like just reskin it as the frog princess.
I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but I do not like the reskin of Tower of Terror to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
sucks.
I also, something I really liked about Tower of Terror, and maybe I'm misremembering, is when you would ride that, you look out to the park and
still
like
do
you
that.
see out. But Guardians of the Galaxy, there's screens. There's only one moment in the ride where you get to see
There's only
outside.
one.
But I hate the screens make me nauseous, and it's like I'm also actually going up and down. I want to be able to see outside and actually see where I am instead of like this weird
in Tower of
thing
Terror-
happening on the monitors.
Could you see out more than once, or was it just at one
I feel like
time?
it's at the very top, but I
Yeah.
really don't
I
remember.
thought it was.
I thought it was
whole
just at the top.
time.
At the very top, it opens up, but that's the only time.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm
think.
misremembering it. I just didn't
just
like
don't-
the
It's been a long
screens.
time since I've been on Tower.
I just don't need Guardians of the Galaxy to reskin like a
Listen.
Twilight Zone
Someone
thing.
needs to be looking out for big Chris Pratt fans like me.
There's a-
Where are the rides for me?
Is that your favorite Chris?
That's
Yeah.
the best Chris.
You're not a big Chris Pratt fan. You're a big Chris Pratt
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah,
So a fan of big Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Gus doesn't
I'm a
really
real
like
Pratt head.
Gus doesn't really like his movies or his shows. He's just kind of like he just like agrees with like his views.
He's got some interesting
and
views,
stuff
yeah,
that
yeah.
he posts, things that his wife posts. Normal.
It makes you
things.
think.
So you're not a
He's
Chris
a-
Pratt fan. You're a Pratt fan.
Yeah.
Got it.
Not like that idiot Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is like a thinking man's Chris
if
Pine.
I ever see Chris Pine, I'm gonna spit on him Harry Styles style.
Dude, what was up with all of that?
Oh, I had to ask our former intern Kat, give me the lowdown, and she gave me way too much information.
All the Don't Worry Darling
Yeah.
drama.
Oh, that's the best though, isn't it? Like, I think that rules because it's just like, here's a movie you're probably not gonna see.
Yeah.
Here's some insane shit about a movie.
Now
you're
you
not
might
gonna
see it.
Yep. And I think it worked.
I want it. When I saw the trailer for it originally, I was interested in seeing it, but like all this stuff around it, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
That's the only reason I know anything about that movie. Is like all the fucking.
I've
never heard of it.
now.
It works. Yeah. It's on purpose.
Never.
It's on purpose. But like, I'm not gonna go see it.
I just found out this morning that Park Chan-wook has a new movie coming out
is that?
in like two weeks or so, 3 in a month. He directed Old Boy, The Handmaiden, Stoker. He's got a new movie coming out like next month. I was like, oh shit, I had no idea.
What is it?
Decision to Leave.
It's like a family drama thing.
It seems so. The trailer is very cagey. It seems like it's a woman who murders her husband and then like becomes romantically involved with the detective who's investigating her.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of like.
Sounds like a telenovela.
Yeah, it is. Like South Korean cinema, I feel like is very like what you said, like cagey.
Yeah.
Like, what is this really about? It's like, 7 layers deep. I see.
Yeah.
Like it's always like that. Stuff.
Like the
Chaser and all
the
that stuff.
Handmaiden had like if you watch the trailer for that, you're like, I don't know what this movie's gonna be about, but it looks cool. And then you watch it, you're like, this movie has way more graphic sex than I was expecting for this.
Wow.
That's cool. That's awesome.
It's a really, really great movie, but man, it is whatever you think it's gonna be based on the trailer, it is not that. It is not that at all.
I like when movies do that.
Yeah, give me a weird trailer and then, we'll maybe watch the movie. Why not?
I feel like that's most trailers now.
Most
They
trailers
don't give away
don't-
too much.
Tell you anything.
I feel like most trailers now are a slowed down indie girl 2014 version of a song from the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah.
And then everything goes bow, bow. and then it's just stop, you're scared, Choopy. And then like it just shows like vignettes of people like turning or like looking, like it's just like a lot of that.
Yeah.
But then it shows like stuff that you're not supposed to see, and it's just like, all right,
That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I have not either.
I don't watch anything.
I don't either. I mean,
don't.
he's probably lying, but I actually don't
No,
watch movies.
Really?
I mean, movies and TV. When people are like, "Oh, did you see this?" Fuck
Is
no.
it?
I
what-
watch it when I can watch it at home.
Yeah, it's that. I think
Is
that-
it like
that
an
helps, but-
attention span thing, or like what is the? Is it just like not the type of media you like to consume?
It's the type of. It's not the type of media I like to consume. But it's also just the act of going out to go see something.
Watch
Yeah.
it at home.
The act of turning something on. Because I mean, but I'm also like, I am Generation Z. I am on Twitter all the time. I could tell you the plot of a whole bunch of movies that I've never seen before. Example, The Mummy was just at Alamo a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing The Mummy ever.
yeah.
Oh, you went.
I went.
Okay.
I had never seen The Mummy. Had known nothing about that. I knew there was a mummy.
Had you seen the daddy?
The what? Who?
The daddy?
The Mummy and the Daddy. That's fun.
I'm not your daddy. I'm your grandpa.
I'm pretty sure I made the exact same
his
joke
daddy.
like 7 years ago. Yeah, whenever that movie actually came out.
I just don't. I'm an older white guy, so I just don't like anything.
Nothing's for you anymore.
Yeah.
Except 4DX movies.
Oh, that's
Am I
but
right?
that's to me is like such
like a
a
ride.
yeah. It's like at least it's like a thrill ride. I just
Yeah.
think it's like most movies are not enjoyable to a degree where I just end up going like, well, at least you tried, you know.
Watch it at home. That's what I say for
But
everything.
it's not even like the act of going to the movies. I just don't. I'm embarrassed. I think I talked to Jeff about this, and we talked about it on an anima thing that you weren't on. That I just said like I'm embarrassed that I went to film school in the same way that I'm embarrassed that I used to listen to a lot of Weezer. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like that's how I feel.
I'm embarrassed about a ton of stuff.
Yeah, so it's just like
from earlier
but-
in my life.
But then it's like cinema is such a throwaway. Like
It's so interesting because I also went to school for TV and film, but the content that I consume is honestly when I started working here at Chains, I used to watch just a lot of YouTube, gameplay stuff. Now it's TikTok. I hate TikTok, but
you can't get off of it.
To this day, now I watch a lot of anime, I watch a lot of reality TV, and I watch a lot of YouTube still.
What reality TV do you like?
The most recent one, funny enough, I saw this at the dentist.
Oh yeah, while you were getting your braces on.
when I was getting my oral consultation.
Hell yeah.
Dating and Related just came out. On
Dating and
Netflix.
Related. Is that Netflix?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
what the fuck is this?
I think it's like brothers and sisters. They don't date each other, but
Jesus
I think
Christ!
they go
you gotta
on
be
a
faster when you say that.
They go on
You
a
have to be
show.
so much faster.
Kai, I know you moved to the South. You do not have to embrace the culture that
You
much.
have to, Barbara. You gotta be snap. It's
Not-
brothers and sisters.
not dating each other.
Okay.
but I think they are like dating people
Yes.
together. Like
it's
not.
essentially the same idea of Too Hot to Handle, where it's singles on an island. However, you have
have
the
to watch
difference is you
your-
have someone in your corner. Like
Okay.
example, I know the type of people that say if I want my little brother
Okay.
dates, and I'm like, I want him to stay clear of that. So I'm in his corner cheering him on, but I'm also dating myself.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of having your sibling there help you,
Yeah.
or is it make everything a lot more awkward?
Hey,
I
if you
really
didn't-
like that. Stay clear. I help him stay. I know what he likes, and I help him stay clear.
Watch out. I know a
Speaking of,
trip when I see one. And listen, you might be getting the gong gong right now, but you're trying to find love, my guy. You ain't gonna find it here. She gold digger.
Speaking of dating and related, have you watched House of Dragon? Because
I haven't watched it, but again, Twitter has told me a lot
also
about
the
show.
Targaryen family,
Yeah.
notorious for incest.
It's funny because I did not want to watch that show. I did not think I was going to like that show. I thought it's really good.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, we're caught up now.
Yeah.
Not the most recent episode from this weekend, but the one from
one-
last weekend.
I was uncomfortable.
There's a very apparently though I found out some like interesting things. Like that scene was directed. I forget her name, but a female director who like wanted it to make sure like that scene was filmed in a way that empowered the woman in the scene. I don't want to give away what happened,
Yeah.
but there's a sexual scene involving people who are related. And so watching that play out was
Well, at least she's
Uncomfortable.
powerful.
but
Woof.
it was kind of their perspective of like she wanted it and she
Yeah.
like wanted it to happen. It wasn't like a non-consensual.
I've seen
situation.
people talk about it on Twitter,
Yeah.
and it brings up the conversation of just because there's a lot of conversation about that show and controversy and different opinions on different things happening in it, and a lot of people are saying it's so funny how there's all these opinions, but everyone seems okay with incest. Like there's so many things people are bringing up, but no one's complaining enough
Incest
about
part.
the incest.
I blame like Pornhub top searches where it's like
Stepbrother.
Yeah, it's all that. Oh my gosh, stepbro, where are you? What are you doing?
But that's still technically not incest.
Right. But that's the
But
soft.
yeah.
But that's the soft
You're-
step in a
Yeah,
direction.
you're towing a line.
Yep.
And then shows like Dated and Related.
Yeah. Which is about brothers and sisters.
Dating other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very funny too because in Dating and Related, they all share a bedroom.
What the?
Oh, so
all
like your
share a
sibling
bedroom.
is getting is
It's I
Get
mean, so I
action.
only watched the first episode. First episode starts with you're in the bed with your brother or sister, right?
yeah.
And then, but the thing
Ew.
is,
I'm out.
there's a conversation.
Yeah!
Literally in the trailer, there's a conversation where someone says, ask her brother, how would you feel if I slept with him instead of you tonight? And then he's just like, because we're in the same room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they get earplugs or anything, or headphones, or?
Well, it's funny because shows like that, like I'm thinking of Love Island, where
Yep.
all the couples share one big room, a bunch of beds, and like people bone.
Yeah.
Too hard to handle. People
other
literally
people
have had sex
in the
room with everyone
cameras.
else. Yeah. That's too hot to handle. That's happened.
Yeah.
People have literally had sex in the room. There's a getaway room that you could go to literally tomorrow. People are like, nah, I want to get down tonight. Tonight.
Boof, boof. It's so entertaining to watch. That's why I love Love Island, because it's just like so far removed from anything.
How is there incest in the Lord of the Rings show or no?
Probably.
Not that I've seen so far. It's
Give it time.
it's a very
Time.
safe, family-friendly show for the most part.
Rings of
Except for
Power.
except for like a little bit of violence, maybe. It's very broad appeal.
Okay.
So I know we talked last week. I said that I didn't like it. Then I had been delayed in watching episode 3, and I watched episode 3, and I was like, oh no, this is actually really good. I was like really into it. And then I watched episode 4. I was like, no, it was bad. It's bad. 3 was a fluke. But you said you also watch anime.
Yes.
Have you watched the Cyberpunk Edge Runners yet?
Not yet. I'm actually currently watching Death Note, so I'm getting into some of those older animes right now.
I heard the cyberpunk thing is like a great.
I've heard really good things about
Yeah.
it. So I watched the first episode last night, and the first episode was really good. So I'm excited to watch the rest of it.
I heard that it's
gonna
like a
watch it
great.
next.
It's like I don't know how to describe kind of like what I heard. It's like a great like reset for like what that game was supposed to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did more with that world and like that space, and it's like, well, yeah, no shit. It could be narrative in like a different way.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
it's not a video game.
It was already like a pen and paper game. Like it was already a game that existed before
Right. Yeah.
2077. Or was it 27? Whatever,
Yeah.
Before whatever the CD Projekt Red one was. So, I mean, there was already a lore and a universe and a world and all of this
Yeah.
stuff. This game came out, and I haven't played it. I finished it when it came out, and I haven't played it since then. I mean, the game, I think, really skewed everyone's perception of that IP in a negative way. Supposedly, they've gone back and fixed it. I don't know. I haven't played that game in
It's
a
fine.
couple of years now.
It's FPS. It's fine.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to draw from there, and I think
I mean,
it's interesting
that's
to
true. A lot of
do
people
that.
forget that example with just Game of Thrones. It's not just those 2 families or 3 families in the world. There's an entire world.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to say, okay, we're going to do the Game of Thrones lore world, but take this family that is never seen on camera but lives within that kind of society, you can do that. That's a completely different narrative.
And that's exactly what they do not do with Star Wars.
That is exactly what they don't
Galaxy
do.
of people.
Man, they
We're
were
gonna
so
talk about
close.
the same ones
They
over
were
and over.
so close to doing it with Star Wars. Boy, they really they were like right on that line, and they had a make or break decision, and they went, "Guess what?" And I went, "No."
That is true. They do have an entire universe.
There is so much stuff I would love
They're
to
blowing
see.
up whole ass planets, and I don't know anyone from there. They're like Leia's kind of from there, and it's
make
like,
what
all
people
right.
are interested in watching.
What if,
but, like,
what if
you know-
Leia, but little girl?
Yeah, I mean, it was like,
What if?
Yeah.
when I don't care that I'm spoiling. This has been years. When Rey is like, oh, it's like a Palpatine thing. I was sitting next to Blaine. We went to see that movie, and I was really excited for like the first part, like the first act of that third movie, like the third sequel or whatever, is like, whoa, they're like going to planets.
That's what they
and
do,
moving
like the
fast. I'm like,
lights,
I fucking
the
love this.
hyperspace skipping
Whoa!
stuff.
Like
Yeah.
I'm flying around, and I thought it was so cool. And they're like, guess what? You're Palpatine. I leaned over to Blaine, and I went, dog shit. And the rest of this movie sucks. And I was fucking right. I mean, you just have, and now they're doing a thing called Andor. Get fucking real.
What's wrong with Andor?
And you can do anything. You can do anything with Star Wars. And what you did was choose a character from a movie that already came out that we saw what happens to him, and it's called fucking Andor. Andor, get fucking real. Greedo, Andor. I hate it.
One is an Andor, not an Andor.
That's
When it's an Anjar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Dunkelman.
Star Wars used to be a thing that I really liked, and then I read all the books, and then they're like, none of these are canon, and I went, I fucking hate this. I don't care
Yeah,
about
I
this
remember
anymore.
the kid before like the prequels came
Yeah.
out. I read like the Thrawn novels.
Yeah, yep.
I was like, oh man, Star Wars is so cool. So much stuff can happen. And then Disney got it and was like, yeah, all of that stuff non-canon.
Yep.
Let's go back to the Skywalker.
Do you read any books, Kai? I know you said you don't really watch a lot of TV and movies, but what about books?
I used to read a lot more than I do, but right now I read a lot of Teen Titans manga.
Hell, yeah.
Yeah, Garfield Piccolo, I think is his name. He's writing some Beast Boy Loves Raven stories, and that's my #1 ship. But in terms of stories, there's actually this series I'm reading by Tomi Adeyemi called, and I mentioned it before in, I think, Achievement Hunter content, called Children of Blood and Bone.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's currently in the making of her 3rd and final part of that trilogy, so waiting for that, hoping she comes to Austin, need her autograph again. Very excited for it.
Was this a doorway for you to talk about Thorn of Court and Glass or
I
whatever?
was wondering what
Very
the
close. Well,
gatekeeper
it's you
was.
guys bring up like reading Star Wars or Game of Thrones or like all those books, which just seems so daunting to me. But I am reading the Court of Thorns and Roses series.
Yeah.
I'm on the 3rd book right now, about halfway through. That book series, so good.
Yeah.
The 2nd book,
What's the genre?
fantasy.
I want to say romance, but I feel like it.
I mean, there's some sexy times in the books.
I feel like
Some a little
it's
smutty.
I feel like it's almost young adult, but it's a little more like
I
it's
think
a
the
little,
first book is definitely more young adult. The 2nd book gets a little more risque.
I think that's what they all have to do, because like when you
Start
look
off.
back at, I guess, a lot of the things that became big successes, like Twilight, Hunger Games, Divergent, they all start off with this very base romance. And it's just like, by the way, the world sucks and you have to save it. Like that's what the 2nd and 3rd books typically become.
my wife fucking loves that series. So
Yeah, we've talked about
goddamn
it.
much. Oh man,
it's
Jesus
very
Christ.
well done.
She like rereads those books.
Really?
Yeah, she loves that shit.
I'm thinking about going back and
I
reading
would
again.
love to get into it because I love YA, I love fantasy.
I have the first book if you want to read it. I
would love it.
The rest I've
Sarah
downloaded on my
Weems-
Kindle though.
Sarah Weems is all about it too.
Sarah reads more than any human
Yeah.
being I've ever met.
Pretty
She-
crazy.
She
Yeah.
will read a book in a day easily.
Oh, that's easy.
I cannot do that
Really?
unless I literally had from morning to. I'm just too busy. Even
That's
on the
fair.
weekend, I'm like, well, I got to do my laundry and I got to go take this to this place and I got to drop that off.
Remember the
and I gotta
weekend was
clean.
actually rest days and not just time to clean up my entire house?
Dude, I am
Now
a
you're an adult.
firm believer that weekends need to be 3 days long. Because one day to do absolutely nothing, one day to do chores and catch up on stuff, and a 3rd day to see people and actually hang out
Yes.
with friends. Otherwise, it's just off balance. 2 days, not enough.
2 days is not enough.
I should run for president.
Sure.
Screw everything.
I mean,
else
running
except
is
for court.
easy. It's the
I should
becoming
win
president.
president.
Yeah, there you go.
3-day weekends for all.
Did anybody watch the Sheng Wang comedy special on Netflix?
No.
Not yet, but I've again seen clips of it.
It's really good. And he talks about reading. He says, he'll see like someone will put out a list like 70 books you need to read this summer. Like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
like he doesn't understand how people have so much time
Yeah.
to read so many books. And when you talk about Sarah Williams reading so much, it makes you think about it. But you should definitely watch that comedy special. It's on Netflix.
Okay, cool.
It was really. It's like an hour long. I was like, oh, that was really excellent. The
I'll
whole
watch
way
it
through.
after Dated and Related.
I think they're doing a Court Thorns Glass.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Court and Thorns
you
and
can just
Roses.
say ACOTAR.
What?
Jesus
Akatar?
Christ.
Avatar?
Bless you.
ACOTAR.
Bless you.
ACOTAR.
ACOTAR.
Are we talking about Akinator, that little website?
Guess where the fuck you are.
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
I think they're
ACOTAR.
making a show or a movie.
I think they're doing a series on Hulu with it.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying not to look up any
Yes.
details about it because when I'm reading a book, especially for the first time, I don't want to picture like who they have cast in mind for it. I want to picture how I picture it.
Yep. That's my wife going like, who are they cast? They got it wrong.
It's gonna be wrong.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Gus, you excited for Avatar?
You know what? You gonna pay me $100?
Nope. It's not coming out this year.
Is that the bet?
I don't remember making the bet, but absolutely.
That it doesn't come out this year, or
Yeah.
that he sees
Yeah.
it.
I said there's no way it comes out by like the end of 2022. I think. I don't remember, but
When is it slated for?
December 23rd, 2022.
It'll come out.
Interesting.
Yeah, it'll have to because they want it to win Oscars.
And also because like I feel they wouldn't advertise that date for Avatar. It's a big movie.
I
They're gonna
don't-
push it. Although they've done that before for other things, right?
Who is excited for this?
It's
People have irony pilled themselves into being excited for Avatar.
I'm excited.
And it's for what? What did the first movie do?
I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah,
You saw that world and you said, a little more for me, please.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was good.
I enjoyed
I don't
the first
remember
Avatar.
anything about it, but I'll watch it again.
I probably saw that movie in theaters more than any other movie.
You saw it more than one time?
I think I saw it 5 times in theaters.
What?
I really
Avatar?
Well, because I saw it in theaters, and then I saw it in 3D, and then I saw it in IMAX, and then I went to go see it with another friend, and then I think there's another friend that wanted.
Is this why it made so much fucking money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, if you got to go see it again and again.
I don't get it. What do people want to see in that world?
I think it was just
Blue people.
What year did it come out?
2009?
2010? Somewhere on there.
I'm looking it up right now.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think I just when I saw it for the first time, it was like a form of escapism that I really enjoyed.
It was 2009.
2009.
Wow.
It is the...
So I was 20
December
years old.
18th. They're trying to get it exactly around the same date
Yeah.
as the original release.
It's
That's
like...
great.
I just... Nothing about the world was like appealing. Nothing about the characters was appealing. Like I don't understand. Walking out of that movie, it's like technologically, wow, they really made something happen here.
I was 20 when I saw it, and maybe that has a lot to do with it. Maybe now at 33, it won't be the same type of feel.
I
But
thought it was good.
I don't get
enjoyed
it.
it.
It's like
I
Ferngully
also-
in space.
As
It's
someone
exactly
who loved Ferngully,
It's exactly Ferngully in space. I like
have you ever
the
seen
bat.
Ferngully?
I-
Ferngully
Yes.
is like an old animated.
I
movie.
have seen Ferngully. I saw it when I think I was 3 or 4.
Probably.
And I remember it being like the evil chocolate pudding.
Yeah,
Nice.
the sludge or whatever
I
his
could
name
not
was.
remember the movie until I think a year ago recently. I was like, the evil chocolate pudding was taking over the machines, and there were fairies, and they were like, "You're talking about Ferngully." I'm like, "Okay, let me look it up." I'm like, "Oh, it's pollution." Chocolate pudding was pollution.
Yep.
Yep, the people
The,
mining the forest like
yeah.
they do in Avatar.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
I mean, to Eric's point, I've never seen Avatar. I've never been interested in seeing Avatar, but I also was, and it's so interesting because everyone's saying it was critically acclaimed for what it did.
It was, yeah.
But me being 12 years old, I guess in that space, being younger, I was just like, I didn't think they did anything crazy.
No, I get it. Totally understand. I just don't, to warrant that many sequels and like the amount of money they're putting into it, it's not like, oh, you can't doubt James Cameron. It's like, I don't doubt James Cameron. I just watched the first Avatar and went like, I'm good here, man.
I think they probably had so much money they had to invest in research and developing stuff. They're like, we can't make our money back on one movie.
No, there's no way.
We're gonna have to release a couple of them. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I went through a whole thing where I was slight. You know when you like finish reading a book or like a movie and you get almost like minor depression.
Did you go into Avatar depression?
Because you don't live there.
Did you go to Avatar depression?
I sure did,
Barbara.
but like for a few days.
Do you
kinda
remember?
thing.
Do you remember these articles and everything that were coming out around the time of Avatar depression?
It's because it was so beautiful and just like you're so immersed in the.
It's so
world.
funny hearing you say you got depression from a movie because I get PCD post-concert depression as well. When you go to a concert, you're like, oh my gosh, the vibes are immaculate. I missed it.
You want to be there forever.
Exactly. You missed the person on stage.
I just got upset that wasn't where I lived and existed.
Oh, you got Avatar depression.
on a related note, have you ever heard of Paris syndrome?
No, what
is
is
that?
Paris syndrome?
It's something that some tourists experience. Specifically, I think it typically refers to Japanese tourists who visit Paris, and the city does not live up to their expectations. So they get like depressed and upset about it.
Yeah,
a lot of
Paris.
people feel that way about New York too.
Well, a lot of these places are a lot, for lack of a better term, like dirtier and smellier and lived in
Yeah.
than they expect. They expect this like beautiful, delicate, clean, exquisite place, but it's like
I've seen
nah,
It's a real place.
it's a real place that a lot of people live, and there's trash and
That was
And
London.
humans suck no matter where they're from.
Yeah, it's
so.
absolutely true. I've been to London. I know what it is. I know what the fuck's up.
You've been to London? You've been to France?
The worst. No, I've never been to France, but I have seen your underpants.
Have you talked about
Look out, folks.
Have you talked about Avatar depression before?
No, I just remember, we probably talked about it on like the Mega 64 podcast when it came out. It was like such a thing that like, I remember articles coming out where people are like, people are like sad that like they can't live in like the world of
I'm not
Avatar.
surprised.
Yeah.
I don't get
Then
it.
go to the theme
I'm not
park. I'm
surprised.
sure one of the theme
Oh,
parks has it now.
Rocco is fucking carrying a staff and like saying the words and like lining up like Utidi or whatever.
One
I
of
don't know
my
what the fuck do they
favorite-
speak.
TD. One of my favorite videos, Funhouse did a video a few years ago where Elise was
it's
one of the Navi.
Oh,
best.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's the best.
Form the Halo Jake Sully.
Jake Sully. The way she's like perched on
She's
a chair.
perched on a chair the whole time.
They
It's just
ask her
going,
like, does that paint come off? And it's you could see a moment of realization. That's a great video. Go back and watch that. That's fucking awesome.
I
love
mean,
when they do the
even
character
going
stuff.
to the whole thing of like getting depression from fantasy characters, that happened to me recently.
Yeah.
I just finished Fruits Basket, and I'm very sad about it.
Yeah.
I've spent so much money on Fruits Basket merch in the last 2 months just because of the fact that I missed the characters. I will no longer be able to continue their story.
Yeah. And that happened to me after book 2 of ACOTAR.
ACOTAR.
After the second book, I was like, I want to live in this universe. And
Yeah.
I want to I want to live in this book forever. And
It's
then I
so
finished reading it and
there's
I got
something
sad.
that's so sad about knowing that a story is done, but you know the characters technically aren't. Like they're not. You
Yeah.
can't pick them out and put in the real world because they're gonna. I guess in their fantasy world, they're still continuing on. The fact that you don't get to be a part of that anymore, it's like you miss out on someone. It's like when you lose a friend.
Yeah.
You don't get to see the rest of their story anymore, and you almost have that connection with these characters that you've been invested in for a few. Okay, Eric.
Eric looks very confused.
What?
Do you read books?
What?
Eric can't read.
He's like that DW thing. Like I can't read this, so that doesn't apply to me.
My wife makes fun of me because what she reads is like what you're talking, ACOTAR.
ACOTAR.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
My favorite book is The Sun Also Rises, and I love Hemingway and a curt description and a very like dry way of like telling a story, but it doesn't. I don't like leave it going like, wow, what a magical thing. It's just like this like realism that you can immerse in, but then I put it down. And I don't get the character. I got to know where the character goes. I don't think I've
That's
ever.
so interesting.
I don't think I've ever had
See,
that.
for me, it's just the universe that these characters live in.
Wow,
Just
I don't-
because, like, with ACOTAR, they make certain parts of the book or like areas of that they live in and exist in sound just so incredibly magical and beautiful and like just a joy to live in. And then when you come back to reality and you're like, I live in the United States
and
of
literally
America.
to Barbara's point, I kind of wish I had that relief of being like, oh, that was my escape. Because honestly, that would probably make reading easier.
Yeah.
Because for me, the reason why reading is so hard is that once I'm in a book, I'm into it. But picking up and finding a new one and trying to get reinvested is an investment.
It's tough, yeah.
And it's not only hard, but again, I'm a little jealous of you saying you can kind of just put it down.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm the kind of person that once I'm into something, if I'm into it enough, like with Fruits Basket, I didn't do this, but when I was a lot younger, I was really into fan fiction.
I was about to say that. In chat, Junior Amazon said this is why fanfic is a thing.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you
I
could
was
take the characters.
really, really into fan fiction. Anytime a story ended, like Digimon or Teen Titans, like things I was really into, like cartoons, I didn't want their story to be over, so I would read fan fiction and be like, okay, how would other fans like myself continue their stories?
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Like alternate realities or
Great way to
something.
do it.
I read books that are like, we drove down the pavement, the dust entered my mouth, the day is dry, the sun is high, there are two dogs fighting in the alley, and I'm like, wow, what a picture. And my wife reads it and goes, what the fuck is this? I'm like, you can't see the streets, it's dry, there's
And then the books I'm reading are just like, oh, the lake is filled with starlight
It's
and
that- it's
beautiful
so-
meadows sprawling
it's
from.
like
Yeah.
it's just like the difference in prose. I don't like a lot. I want this.
It sounds like The Road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah.
It's that very like Cormac McCarthy, like da 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 da. Somebody died. Da da da.
Did you like a lot of? Did you like a lot of books that you had to read? You know, like for high school English readings.
No.
Because I feel like a
honestly
lot of those
hated
books are
reading.
that kind of format where
Nah,
it's very much
straightforward.
I like things with like more adult themes. Stuff like Catcher in the Rye is probably like.
Yeah.
Man, I hated that book. Boy, I hated that book.
Yeah.
Woof. Boy, I hated it. Reading it at like I think I read it like freshman year, and it was just like
Super dry.
I hate this fucking guy.
Same thing. It's like he was Holden Caulfield. He
Yeah.
was like, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
You're just a
Oh,
fucking...
you phonies, you all phonies, and I just go, I get what we're doing here.
Yeah.
I don't need this. I hate it. I hated it. I didn't like the way it was written.
Yeah.
I don't like that perspective. I just definitely like.
I mean, there's some books that are a little too over-explanatory, I think.
Yes.
I feel like, not to bring it up again, but the ACOTAR series is like, for me, the perfect balance of like descriptive, but not like, it's not a paragraph of description,
Yeah.
but is still very vivid
Do
and
you
very...
want? This might be surprising, but there's a series that school has ruined for me that to this day people drag me for because
Oh, what is
it's
it?
a very popular series.
Mm-hmm.
I had to read the first book in 5th grade, had to read the second book in 6th grade, and I will never ever watch any of the movies. Never ever read any of the books. I won't even try to reread the books, even though now I could probably understand it more.
What is it?
Lord of the Rings.
That's
I won't even try.
No,
It's so long.
it's near biblical, right? Like it's people begetting people, and
That's the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is fine. I will say.
so just to give clarification, I had to read The Hobbit in 5th grade.
Okay.
Okay.
That's totally
I
different.
had to read the first Lord of the Rings in 6th grade.
I read the Lord of the Rings books before the movies came out, and then I saw the movies, and then I remember after the movies came out, I went back to try to reread them, and I was like, no, I can't. I really can't with this.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, kind of the core of the issue I've been having with Rings of Powers. I feel like it approaches it almost like the Silmarillion, where it's very like a history book or like an encyclopedia.
biblical.
Yeah, biblical, I guess. And it's just there's a lot of really interesting lore in that series, and I think it's a lot of stuff that's really cool. It's just how do you approach it and how do you tell the story and make it entertaining.
Yeah. I just like a dry book.
Should probably wrap up soon, but before we go, I can't believe we've gone this whole podcast without mentioning it. Survive Block Island Meltdown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is out now. The first 2 episodes are out.
And we should also mention all of season 1 is coming to YouTube.
Yes.
So the first episode of that came out the same day as the first episode of season 2, and it'll be releasing simultaneously at the same time.
Yes.
So if you want to watch season 1, that will be on YouTube.
So the thing with season 2 is love the cast and love what we did and everything. There's a little companion show where Gus interviews. Jeff. That's Gus.
I'm Gus.
Jeff interviews. I've seen you guys too much today. Jeff interviews the person who gets kicked out, voted off. That episode. So there's like a little companion show.
Losers Block.
Yep. And then and you can see that on the website. You can be a first member because it's all you save 35%
So
or whatever.
to everyone who watched
Was it
Uno
first 45?
Infinite and was either gifted or received a
Which
new
is a lot of you.
A lot.
subscription. First of
time.
all, thank you for making my pain painful. And second of all, go watch Survive Block Island.
And
It's there
so,
for you.
Hell
so
yeah.
there's that companion show. And then we also recorded, so this is why you need to watch the show as it comes out, and then you get this for a treat at the very end. We recorded a wrap-up with Gavin and Andrew, who are contestants.
For Bleep Face.
Yep. We recorded a wrap-up of them walking through how far they got and what they did and all of that stuff. So the only way I think you're really going to get... I enjoyed it, and I hadn't seen the show, and I didn't know what happened or whatever. But when that comes out, it'll come out after Survive Block Island Meltdown is over.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to want to catch up and see all this stuff, because then you're going to get it from...
The inside perspective.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
Jeff is there kind of like egging it along, and it's super fun.
It's interesting to me watching the contestants in Meltdown, because there are people who point blank in their talking interviews say, I've never watched Survivor. I didn't watch season 1 of SBI. I don't know what I'm in for. It's like, man, you are fucking shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Like-
Could have learned a lot from season 1.
And I see people already making mistakes. I'm like,
Yep.
why did you do that? Like, this makes no sense. And some people are obviously there just to cause chaos.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just to
definitely.
try to stir stuff up. And it's...
I mean, but that's every reality show. There's always that one person that's like, can I get it to Bachelors in Paradise? I don't really want this Bachelor in Bachelorette.
New season of Bachelor in Paradise starting soon.
There we go.
You have to watch SBI Meltdown and then listen to this fuckface thing, because
I also...
the lead of it, where Andrew talks about his approach to going in day one, is the fucking craziest shit, and it's just the beginning.
There's
It is
also
wild.
something I found out too, because I was looking at the comments on the show, Meltdown, and a lot of people were mentioning Andrew's screen. And so I went back and I listened to that episode of Fuckface where you guys talk about it, and apparently Andrew was playing on a smaller window, like
Yep,
a
he had
windowed
windowed
version
it
of the
down.
game.
Andrew played it in windowed mode on a controller.
On a controller. And if you watch the first episode, you see that
It
he does
backfires.
something
Yeah. He doesn't
because
know.
you're playing on a controller and you accidentally click a button.
So funny. He goes in, you have to watch the show just to listen to this one episode, because it's just Andrew's like perfect master strokes while he like hammers nails into his feet. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I can't wait to hear that.
Oh, it's great. It's so good.
I can't wait to watch the rest of the season. Too.
Yeah,
The first two episodes.
Very excited.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Choopy.
We'll be back next week. Go follow Choopy on
Choopy doesn't give
Instagram,
a meow.
TikTok. All right. Bye.
Bye. Go watch Block On.